What's the most torturous thing you can do? Ask someone to choose between themselves and their child. Or maybe just make someone have to watch as someone they love is in danger.
Welcome to the heart of the stories we tell. My name is Rob, and tonight I will be reviewing
Batwoman, Episode 8, A Mad Tea Party. And oh my god, are we finally done with the Alice story? Alright, I just put up a video about Crisis and about the fact of how we're going to be talking about that next week, but oh my god, I know that we're not doing Crisis right this second, but could this please not come right back to Alice? She's the least interesting villain ever. Alright, for those of you that don't know what I do here, I review stories, like this one. I take them apart, put them back together, and actually I'm just starting a new series where I try to fix and make patches in plots. Why do I think I can do that? Well, because I'm that damn good. No, okay. Because anyone can with retrospect. Any way you look at it, because we've been examining this for years, I want to give that a try. If that sounds interesting to you, or you just want to hear me ramble on for a while about comic books, click that subscribe button. Alright, so tonight everything played right into Alice's hand. And I have to admit, the fact that I'm not 100% sure if she meant to poison both of them or not is a little bit of a good point, but I'm still really not feeling the Mouse and Alice angle here. As the episode went on, Batwoman as General is a great show and has some great writing, but all in all, I really feel like they need to move on with their story. We need a couple episodes that are Monster of the Week, Villain of the Week, and maybe that'll pick it up. But alright, let's get into specifics here.
So once again, it's stop. Spoiler time. Ba-da-na-na.
So since the beginning, we have had a kind of liberal use of secret identities. I'm still happy that we still have some use of it. But again, the fact that the main villain and the main villain's boyfriend both know who she really is starting to grate on me. The fact that Alice herself is not that interesting of a situation. I really want to know more about what's going on in Gotham. I want to know who's robbing Gotham. Why do we need to have a private security force? I mean, if when Batman disappeared, so did his villains, then what's the point of any of this? If Alice is the only thing that's going on, and of course she can't be. We hear names like Joker and Riddler and stuff like that, and I know that we're not going to get the big names, but just to prove why we need the Crows, could we get a couple of the second stringers? I personally would really love for Jason Todd to show up. I wouldn't mind seeing maybe a Clayface or something, even if just something. Hush was a great episode, and again, what this show needs is a villain. Not a villain, multiple villains. Now, in this week's episode, we get the poisoning of the mother, and I love the fact that she made her read that speech. And there's part of me that wonders what she would have done if she literally was like, F you, I'm not reading it, and just went on about her own speech. But then we also still have the lovey dovey, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I love you, but I may not be in love with you thing. And you know what? It just doesn't ring true. They've been married for how long again? I want to like Batwoman, and I do like a lot of this show. Although, again, my biggest complaint is that the storyline feels like it's going nowhere. Now, the kicker for tonight's episode, of course, was a crisis thing, and I'm sure every show is going to have that type of thing this week. I'm curious to see how she fits in, and if we can move on from this and really kick this up a notch. But I'm curious, especially since I just said I'm going to be starting that new series about fixing shows. Is there anything you would fix about Batwoman? I again think that maybe a villain of the week for a couple of weeks before we go back into the next big arc would be a good thing. But I also think that we need to step back a little. But I want to hear what you think. What are your biggest cons on Batwoman, and how would you fix them? But as always, I'd like you to like and share this video, and of course, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button, because next week we're going into full-time crisis counseling. And a big shout out thank you to all of my Patreons who help make this channel possible, because as you can see from the fact that there's no ads on here, I'm not getting paid to do this. And, well, maybe I'm making what my voice is worth. I don't know. For now, I hope you have a good night, and thanks for sticking with me through a mad tea party.